You know that feeling, right? Like time is just
Yeah.
slipping through your fingers. You start the day, you've got big plans, maybe a project, maybe learning something new, or just, managing daily life. And then suddenly it's evening, and you're kind of left wondering, where did all that time actually go? We've definitely all been there. So today we're doing a deep dive into an app that tries to tackle this exact feeling head on. It's called TimeLog, Goal, and Time Tracker. And it's not just like another habit tracker ticking boxes. Its real mission is to help you properly understand your time usage. The idea is to empower you, optimize your schedules, maybe finally achieve those bigger goals. And you can find it pretty easily. It's on both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. So, yeah, our mission here is to unpack its whole philosophy, look at the key features, and figure out how it aims to give you that shortcut to being, well, really well informed about your own productivity. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah. And what's really interesting, I think, is how it starts. A lot of apps kind of tell you what to do, but TimeLog taps into something more fundamental, maybe that gap between how we think we spend our time and, well, reality. Its whole philosophy seems built on this idea, first step, just see where the time is actually going, understand it. Because often it's that, that visual confrontation with the facts that really sparks change more than just a reminder. And that helps build routines that actually stick. That, for me, is the core insight.
That's such a good point. I mean, I think I only spend, say, 15 minutes on email checks.
Right. We all do that.
And then the deity just blows that out of the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, imagine for your goals. What would it mean if you had that really clear, undeniable picture? Think about the insights you'd get. And okay, so how does it actually do the tracking? What are the mechanics? Well, it looks like TimeLog gives you quite a few options, which is great. Flexible is key. You've got your standard stopwatch, start and stop, or a countdown timer if you like working in fixed blocks. And it even includes Pomodoro timers directly in the app.
Oh, nice. The work break cycles.
Exactly. For anyone who doesn't know, that's usually like 25 minutes, focused work, then a short break. Repeat. It's a big plus if you like that kind of structure. Keeps you focused, but prevents burnout.
Totally. That structure really works for deep work sessions.
And then, of course, for those times, you just forget to hit start. You
Yeah.
can always add time manually later.
Which you definitely need. Life happens.
Yeah, so it seems like it covers most bases, whatever your style is.
That flexibility is vital because our days aren't neat and tidy, are they? If a tool is too rigid, you just stop using it. And including Pomodoro specifically is smart. It's not just about raw output, it's about sustainable effort, like you said, avoiding burnout. But, sometimes the biggest hurdle isn't how to track, it's just remembering to start. So having these easy options, it definitely lowers that barrier to entry.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because just seeing where time went is one thing, but guiding where it should go or where you want it to go, that feels like the next level, the real game changer. And this is where TimeLog seems to really connect the dots, integrating goal setting right alongside the time tracking. So you can set goals daily, weekly, even monthly for each specific activity you track. Not just overall goals, but per activity.
Which makes it much more granular, much more actionable.
Yeah, and to keep you going, it has customizable reminders. Nudge, nudge, stay on track. Plus, it tracks streaks for activities if you set a daily goal for them. And let's be honest, there's something really satisfying about seeing that streak number go up, isn't there?
Oh, for sure. That little bit of gamification, the streak, it can be a powerful motivator for some people, definitely. But it's also worth thinking about the psychology there, right? Streaks build momentum, which is great. But you also don't want to get so hung up on just the streak that you, I don't know, sacrifice the quality of what you're doing or feel terrible if you miss a day. Life intervenes sometimes. The real magic, I think, happens when those goals are tied directly to the tracking data. It creates that feedback loop. You're not just logging hours, you're seeing directly how those hours feed into or maybe don't feed into the goals you set. That makes your effort feel, well, tangible, real.
That feedback loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the transformation could really kick in, especially when you look at how the app presents the data, the visual insights, and the organization features. It offers detailed stats, charts, reports, all designed to visualize your time and your progress towards those goals.
Yeah.
You can just picture those aha moments, can't you? Seeing it all laid out in graphs, like I said about my email time, seeing that visually, whoa, eye-opening.
Definitely. Those visuals turn time from this abstract thing into something concrete, a resource you can actually manage.
And it's not just raw data dump either. You can organize things, group activities into categories that make sense for you. You can even create tasks and sub-activities under a main activity for like really detailed tracking if you need it.
So project work could have subtasks like research, writing, meetings.
Exactly. And the interface itself seems pretty clean. They mention light and dark modes, which people always appreciate, plus calendar views, timeline views. It sounds like they've put thought into making the data easy to navigate and actually use.
Which is critical. Data is useless if you can't easily understand it or find what you need. Seeing clearly how many hours went into focused work versus, say, admin or interruptions, that forces reflection. It supports making conscious choices about your time rather than just letting the day happen to you.
Okay, so let's talk about the actual offering. Because like a lot of apps these days, there's a free version and then a paid subscription, which they call TimeLog Plus. The free version sounds like a really solid starting point. If you're just curious, want to dip your toes in without paying anything, you get the core time tracking, but it's limited up to 7 activities, they say.
Which might be enough for some people starting out.
Right. And you get basic goal setting, those customizable reminders we mentioned, and some essential insights like your latest weekly or monthly report. Oh, and task tracking is limited too, up to 3 tasks per activity in the free tier. So yeah, a good way to test the waters, see if this approach works for you.
And then there's TimeLog Plus, the paid subscription. This seems aimed at people who are really serious about digging deep into their productivity, ready for the full experience. It basically removes all those limits from the free version. So unlimited activities, unlimited categories. It's huge if you track lots of different parts of your life or work.
Yes, 7 activities might feel tight pretty quickly if you're tracking work, hobbies, health, etc.
Exactly. Plus, you get more customization, like extra colors for the interface, unlimited tasks per activity, and, importantly, much more powerful reporting. Custom date ranges, advanced filtering options. You can really slice and dice the data.
So you could compare, say, this quarter to last quarter easily.
Precisely. And you get your complete report history, not just the latest ones. Plus, handy home screen widgets for quick entry or viewing. So the value prop there is really for power users, people who want that deep, granular analysis, long-term trend spotting, and maximum customization to really optimize everything.
Makes sense. Free to start, premium for the deep dive. And just a quick peek behind the curtain. The developer is listed as Code Gamma Technologies. And it looks like the app itself might be built using Flutter.
The cross-platform toolkit from Google.
Yeah. Now, for most users, that probably doesn't mean much directly.
But what it often translates to is a pretty consistent look and feel whether you're on an Android phone or an iPhone.
Right. And sometimes, potentially, updates might roll out more uniformly across both platforms.
Which is definitely a plus for an app you're relying on daily for something as core as time tracking. Consistency is good.
Okay, so let's kind of wrap this up. To recap our deep dive into the TimeLog app, its fundamental goal is helping you truly understand where your time goes so you can then actively optimize it towards your goals, personal or professional.
Through flexible tracking methods.
Yeah, stopwatch, countdown, Pomodoro, manual entry.
Integrated goal setting with motivation features like streaks and reminders.
And really clear visual insights through charts and reports to make sense of it all.
With options ranging from a solid free starting point
to a comprehensive premium version, TimeLog Plus, for those wanting the full analytical power. It seems designed to bring clarity and, ultimately, more control over how you spend your time. So, as we finish up here, maybe something to think about. If you really knew, like down to the minute almost, where your day went, how might that actually change the decisions you make tomorrow? And thinking longer term, what big goal, maybe one that feels just out of reach now, could you finally make real, make tangibles with that kind of awareness?